Hello people, so I just wanted to talk about something which is important, you know, and obviously it's not going to apply for everyone and everyone's going to have their own opinion, but so basically what it is about is your diet. My only goal right now is, well, by saying this, is to make sure humanity is healthy. Because there's a lot of brainwashing, as we all know. But regards to all of the chronic health issues and the symptoms and the illnesses, not illnesses, but more like symptoms chronically that go on inside your body that seem to be mysterious and like nobody understands. No doctor can work out like what's wrong with you, and you're like inflamed internally and you feel, well, you have symptoms, you know, all sorts of things. It largely comes down to your diet, and in today's age there is a big emphasis on eating enough protein, and believe me, I fell into this myself, this trap. Obviously when I was training a lot more, I used to eat a lot of fucking protein, but I was not like, I had all of these symptoms, and I'm not saying all of these symptoms are just because of eating a lot of protein, but what I am saying is that there needs to be an emphasis on fruit and vegetables, because that is what your body most needs. So currently I'm pregnant, and since being pregnant I've become aware that, I'm really sorry if I'm sounding like I know it all, but I'm just trying to express. So I've come to learn that pregnancy almost like, it like enhances everything like that you're doing. So the diet that you have, you're gonna have more like symptoms, not talking like the sickness hormonal stuff, but I'm talking like the physical, like swelling. And actually I've noticed that when I eat a lot of processed foods, foods high in fat, high in salt, high in dodgy shit, my body feels like it's fucking swelling. Like, I see it in my face, in my skin, in my gut. I just feel like gross, because your body is, its main like fuel source it needs is carbohydrates, most importantly clean ones, which are going to be like fruit and vegetables. This is what I find so hard about life, is like, okay, so it's one thing realising that it's all brainwashing, and like the majority of food that's advertised and everything that you see in all the shops, they're all, majority of it is just not, it's not really the best thing that you should be eating. But when your emotional situation gets involved, and you have to actually like just sit there with the pain that you're feeling and that you're trying to suppress with food, that is another topic. I know it's very fucking hard, But yeah, protein, high fat diet situation, brainwashing. There is also the whole eating disorder thing, which is another topic, but there is a lot of people saying that you should just, to a degree I agree, in terms of not restricting yourself, but when it gets to a point where you're just never stopping yourself from eating anything, like you're just allowing every craving because you have emotions, that also contributes. One of the hardest parts of the equation in terms of like being healthy is it's always going to be like, you know, like the fact that certain foods are comforting, but in the long run they're really not. Like, and when you realise the effects that they've had on you and the way that they're just bringing down your mood because you don't feel good and you don't look good and you just, nothing is right in your body. You have to actually realise that the short-term pleasure of getting this high and getting food that tastes nice, it's just not worth it in the long run. And that's hard to say and that's hard to actually do. But if you are looking for a solution to the reason why your body isn't functioning properly and you're getting all these symptoms and like you can't work out why, and you think you're eating a really healthy diet because you're eating high protein and stuff, it's because you're not eating enough carbohydrates. And when I say that, I mean fruit and vegetables, because they're full of nutrients, they are hydrating internally, like they are what your body needs, they are designed for you, and they're just beautiful. And I know that's a lot easier said than done. This isn't going to apply for everyone, obviously, because some people, those magical people who don't get symptoms and they can just eat what they want and they're fine, that's great. But most people aren't like that, and like, yeah, it's just your body like is when you're getting these symptoms and you don't understand it, like I really just believe it's very much largely down to your diet. I just want you to understand and find courage and hope in fruit and vegetables, because they save me every day, because they bring life like back into your body. They are pure, like especially fruit. It's just ready. I know it's difficult sometimes to like cook and all of that stuff, but fruit is just there and it's a beautiful thing. And especially like first thing in the morning, you should be eating fruit and hydrating your body internally, because as soon as you start eating fatty foods and stuff, that carbohydrate can barely even get there, like to your bloodstream. Then you just want to eat more, because what you're actually wanting is carbohydrates, and this is all medical medium stuff. Like, I just really like notice it in myself so much, just the impact of food. And yeah, I just really feel like I need to share like something. It just like, just please don't fall into these traps of thinking you need to either like eat certain things in order to keep your muscle, or that you should just eat what you want because otherwise you're restricting. It's going to be different for all different situations, and like depending on what you're going through, you're going to need different solutions. But overall, just making fruit and vegetables your priority in your diet from now on, not protein. Or like, I don't know what else there is. But I've just seen some crazy stuff online, and I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah. Over time, if you're consistently eating a lot more fruit and vegetables, you're going to notice it impacting you. Physically, not only physically, but even mentally, because you're not going to feel so crap. And this is a message to myself too, because I struggle as well. It's not just easy. Like, my aim always is to eat, like, at least some fruit every day. You just got to. Like, you need it. Like, It's almost like basic. It's like basic knowledge that everyone deep down knows. Like, everyone knows really what you should eat. So yeah, try not to listen too much to like just random trends and things, because soon everyone's gonna realise like the protein lie. I reckon. Maybe then we will all be eating fruit and vegetables, and then there won't be all this dodge everywhere. I don't know if that will ever happen. It'll be a miracle. Because all I can get is apples. It's quite hard sometimes to get fruit. I do know it's easier said than done though. Like, the amount of times I've had to just sit there and really restrain myself because I know that I'm wanting to emotionally eat, and I just don't want to feel my emotions and just want to eat. And it's like having to sit through that pain, and it just feeling like it's never going to end. But I always think, like, if I don't want to eat something healthy, I'm not hungry. I'm just wanting to eat, and it's just filling yourself up with dodge, and then your poor liver, the thing that people don't always even realise exists, because I didn't even realise I had a liver, and then it's suffering inside you and you can't even see.